everybody, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Diamante bracelet, which means diamond in Spanish. And this is my own original design that I made up a couple days ago, and this is just what it looks like in two different color combinations. So over here I have like a bunch of greenish colors with a little bit of purple and white, and then over here I have 4 different medieval colors. So I'm going to teach you how to make this today, and my Instagram name will be in the description box below, so if you would like to check that out. I always post my new designs before I post them on YouTube to make sure that nobody has taken them already. And I'm going to show you how to make this today. So you're going to need 5 bar pins all aligned. You're going to need a hook, a C-clip, and 5 colors of bands today. I'm using 5. If you want to use 4, you can. I used 4 in this bracelet. I used turquoise medieval as this underlaying diamond and over here. But I'm using 5 today just so you can kind of separate the colors. And let's go ahead and get started. So I will go ahead and tell you the colors as I go along with the tutorial. But to start, we're going to be laying our border bands, which in here is the turquoise medieval, and in here is the lime green. It's just this outside 2 chains. I'm going to use black today, and the first thing you're going to do is go out to the side. Starting on the center pin, go out to the left, out to the right, and then out one more time until you reach the very outside. Oops. Then once you reach that very outside, you're going to do 2 single chains running all the way down your loom until you reach the last peg on both sides. So I'll just go ahead and do the right side first to kind of show you up until that last peg, and then I'll go ahead and do the left side too. Okay, so you're just going until here. I'm going to come back and do this on the other side. Oops. Make sure that you're pushing your bands down as well, either before you start placing other bands or as you go down your loom. And once you get to that once you get to the last peg on both of your pins, you're going to just go into the center twice, and you're going to meet at that last center pin. And again, from the right side, going into the center, meeting on that last center pin. So go ahead and put those bands aside for now. It should look like this. So come back to the beginning of your loom. Now we're going to be placing our next bands. And this bracelet's a bit easier to tell you. I'm going to be using, we're going to be placing these purple sparkly ones here. Today I'm using ocean blue jelly. And sorry if I am going a little bit fast. I am running out of daylight fairly quickly, so I'm trying not to talk so much and I guess teach more. So you're going to start from the 2nd and the 5th peg, or actually, sorry, you're going to start here. You're going to start on the 3rd peg, sorry, and you're going to go to the outside and to the outside. If you've made my diamond block bracelet, this first part should be pretty simple. You're going to just go to the inside again, and then from that peg, go back to the outside, and then again from these outside pegs back to the inside. Also, if you've made the D&D bracelet on my channel, the first placement is quite a bit like it, so if you've had experience with either of those designs before, then this should be fairly easy for you, and if not, it should still be fairly easy. It's just placing diamonds, hence the name Diamante. So I'm just going to continue doing this all the way down my loom, and this is just the first layer. We do have 3 more layers to place. And you will want 4 looms, I guess, to make a full wrap, but I'm just going to show you one today in this tutorial. So once you have placed all of your diamonds, it should end here at this very end peg in a point. And if you are doing multiple loom lengths long, you will want it to end in a point here just so that you won't get confused when I start looping. Then I'm going to use red next, and it's going to be the white bands in here. I'm going to go ahead and come back to the beginning of my loom, and we're going to start on the 2nd and 5th pegs. You're going to go into the center, just like that. So it's like creating the top of the diamond, just one peg disaligned or misaligned. and then you're going to go back out. So you're either creating the bottom of the diamond or you're creating a huge X, whichever way you like to think of it. And then you're just going to go back to the inside and finish that diamond, then go back out. And I accidentally did that before I went out, but it's okay. As long as you don't do just long zigzags up the side, you should be alright. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue this down the loom. It's just like the previous step. You're just placing diamonds. They're just one pin, I guess, off-centered from the previous one so that you can actually see. And then this last one will end again at the 2nd and 5th pegs here, so it will be going out. Once you have finished that, go ahead and put those bands aside. We're now going to be placing our next layer. In this bracelet, it's the dark green on top, and in this bracelet, it is Jade Medieval. So I'm going to be using turquoise for this. I'm using mostly opaques for this bracelet, just because I wanted to see how it would work. So what you're going to do is you're going to start on the 2nd peg here, and you're going to go up to here. So out to the side, and then you're going to go back in. So it's just like this first ocean blue one, going out and then back in, and you're just mirroring that on the outside. It's not really mirroring it, you're just, I guess, doing the same step. So again, go out and then in. So it's going to be kind of like a zigzag. I'm just going to finish doing it on the left side, then I'll show you how to do it on the other side, the right side. So once you do that, you might have suspected, come back to the beginning of your loom, and you're going to start on the 5th peg and mirror the same step that we did on the left. So this is fairly simple. I feel like this bracelet is fairly simple. There's nothing really difficult about it, I don't think, but it definitely comes out nice, so I feel like it's a really clean bracelet, and I love it. So I hope you guys do too. And then your last one will again end on the 2nd and 5th peg. Then get your last color. I'm going to be using white. If you are using less than 5 colors, then just use whatever color you have next. In this bracelet, it's a little bit easier to see. It's Fuchsia Medieval. And in this bracelet, it's just opaque lime green. So it's like an underlying color. Come back here, and you're going to start on this outside pin and come to the inside. And we're going to be mirroring the red bands. So you're going to go back out, then back in, then out, and so on down your loom. So you're creating like a half of a diamond on both sides. Oops. And then you're going to layer another diamond on top of that, just offset, like in the center. And then your last one will end out here. And we're going to come back and repeat this on the other side. Oops, that band fell. It's alright, at least I have extras. And then your last one again will end out here. And go ahead and put those bands aside. We're now going to turn our loom around so that our arrows are pointing towards us. And we're going to be placing our last band here, or our last couple bands. So you're going to want to get 3 more of your border color. And you're going to take your first one and just cap it like a regular cap band on this peg. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this band. Then you're going to take your next band and you're going to cap it on your hook. Just a single cap, and we're going to stretch it across this peg and this peg, just like that. Then take your next band, twist it, into a cap band, and you're going to place it on these 2 pegs as well. So it should look like this, And what we're now going to do is, and go ahead and start looping. So we're going to loop top to bottom, which means we're going to start looping the white bands first. So you're going to want to go underneath of this cap band over to here, and you're going to grab the white band. It should be on the left, if you're starting on the left, and you're going to pull it to itself. Then go inside of there, grab that band, pull it to itself. Inside of those two bands, grab that, and pull it to itself. And then on this side, it will be the outer right peg, so go ahead and grab that one, pull it into itself, go inside of here, just grab that white band, pull it back out to itself, and this white one here, go into itself. So you're just going to be looping the bands back to themselves all the way down your loom. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the white bands, and then I'll come back and teach you how to do the rest of them. I'm going to finish my left side first, because I feel like it's easier to continue, I guess, on one side. And so once you have this all the way up to there, I just like to push down this band so that it's easier to get other bands on the pegs, and it's not like so high up in that on the pegs and then the bands fall off. So I like to have them easily accessible. And then your last one in right here will just go up to itself. Should end on that outside peg. Go ahead and push down these bands. Come back to the beginning, and now we're going to be looping the turquoise bands because those are the next bands that are on top. So go ahead and go underneath of the cap band. Grab the top turquoise band and pull it into itself. Go underneath of here, grab this, pull it to itself. So same thing on this side, you're going to just go inside of the cap band, grab the turquoise band, pull it into itself, and go inside of here, grab that turquoise band, pull it to itself. And then you're just going to go underneath here, grab that top band, pull it to itself, and repeat this all the way down the left and right sides of your loom. I'm going to continue doing the rest of this, and then I will show you how to do the next part. If you need to pause the video or replay the instructions, go right ahead. I mean, you are the one watching, and so you have control over the video. I am just trying to show you how to do this right here. So last one, we'll loop up to the top. I also like to push down these bands as well. So it'll look a bit like an X, like you had X bands here once you finished looping those two, but it was like two, it was a half of a diamond, but they were on both sides, so it's like a split apart diamond, I guess, or a really long zigzag. I don't know. And once you finish that, go ahead and push these down. Come back to the beginning. And now what we're going to be doing is looping the red bands. So you're going to, again, go underneath of this capped band here. And the next band in there is the red one, so you're going to pull that to itself. And then go underneath of here. Oops, sorry. And go ahead and pull this in to itself. Then go inside of those bands. Oops. Try and just grab that top band, pull it out to itself. Then go inside of those bands, pull this one out to itself. So this one you will have to loop both bands into the center, like this. Oops, sorry. And like this before you can loop out. Oops. It's a lot harder to do this when you're holding it. And then do these two. So I'm going to go ahead and put my loom down so that I can continue looping the bands, and once I get to the end of my loom, I will again show you what you do next. And then your last ones will go up to here and up to here. And then again, I'm going to go ahead and push down my red bands. Once I get back to here, we're now going to loop our last diamonds, which will be the ocean blue jelly. So go underneath of the cap band, grab that top band, pull it to itself, go back in, grab the next band, pull it to itself. Then go inside of here, grab that band and pull it into the center, and pull this band into the center as well. And then pull this one out, and this one out. So, now what you're going to do is just continue doing this all the way down your loom just like you did with the red ones. And then your last one will end on that last center peg. Now I'm not going to push down the blue ones because we don't have to loop anything else in the middle. So now what we're going to do is loop the border. So you're going to go underneath of this cap band and grab the top black band, pull it out to itself, and pull the other one out to itself. Then go underneath of both of those loops of the black band and the cap band. Grab the next band and loop it out to itself. Grab this next band, loop it out to itself. And then you're going to go again under the loops of the cap band and that other black band. Grab that bottom band, pull it up, and you're just going to loop like a single chain all the way down your loom. Again in here, just grab that bottom band, loop it forward, all the way down your loom. So I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way down my loom. And then you're going to go here, and from there you're going to just grab that bottom band and pull it to the inside, and the next bottom band, pull it to the inside as well. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this on the right side. My mom is really talking very loud in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Then grab this last band, pull it into the center, and this one, pulling it into the center as well. Grab your extension color band, or the band that you're going to clip, and go ahead and pull it on your hook and pull it through. Then what you're going to do is go ahead and pull this off of the loom. It's kind of difficult, to pull the first row off. Out. It hurts a little bit, but once you pull the first row off, it shouldn't be too hard to pull the rest of it off. You can hold on to the bracelet as you pull it farther down the loom. Just don't snap your bands, just be careful when you're pulling it off not to pull too hard or leave bands behind. I'm going to have to wiggle some off. Oops, my loom is coming apart. Okay, so this is what your bracelet is going to look like. This back side and the front side are the same. Doesn't really matter what side. I just think that the back side seems to be a little bit more twisted, so I don't know, it's up to you. If your bands do happen to be twisted, you can just pull on them and untwist them. But that's going to be it for this video. This is only 1 loom length long, it's really, really small. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll have my Instagram name in the description box below if you want to check that out. And I guess that's going to be it for this video. I hope to see you next time.